Hey, financial management dudes. Hope you are fine, and I know that you are very excited for the exam, and it's a healthy excitement. So today we are going to talk about the one formula that rules them all, and that's a PF, what I call PAF formula, principal annuity formula. Okay. So the formula that you need to start with is a formula for geometric progression. It's A1 plus A1Q plus A1Q square, blah, 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 A1Q to the n minus 1 equals to A1 times 1 minus Q to the power of n divided by 1 minus Q. Okay? How you show this formula is very easy peasy. You just multiply those two. So you get A1 plus A1Q plus yada, 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 A1Q to the n minus 1 times 1 minus Q. And when you open it, you are going to get A1 plus A1Q plus yada, 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 A1Q to the power of n minus 1 minus, and here you are going to get A1Q minus A1Q squared, blah, 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 minus A1Q to the n. Everything will go away except of this term and this term, and then when you divide, you will get this formula, okay? Now, this formula you don't use directly. This formula is always basically like the major formula or the major ring that rules them all, okay? In Sarun's, you know, and all these guys' tales by Tolkien, okay? So here, this formula, okay, if you want to use the principal annuity formula, what you want to do, you want to say, okay, I have, instead of A1, I have a coupon payment with n times, and now I'm going to discount by the same discount rate in a different power, okay? And I have pluses here, okay? Something like that. Now, in this case, A1, I told you is going to be the first one, which is C1, C divided by 1 plus Y. Q is going to be 1 divided by 1 plus Y. Okay, and how many you have, you just count, you have n. So you can actually do it in the following way. You have c divided by 1 plus y plus c divided by 1 plus y square. And you see that you have n here, 1, 2. And if you have 3, you have 3, right? So now when you substitute, you are getting, into this formula, you are getting c1, c divided by 1 plus y times 1 minus 1 divided by y plus y to the power of n, divided by 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus y. So overall, you are getting c times y minus 1 divided by 1 plus y to the power of n. Okay? And that's the principal annuity formula. So what does this formula tell you? This formula tells you that instead of summing those cash flows like this, okay, you can actually use this formula in order to get the present market value of those cash flows. Okay? You do not need to sum them. If you have a million terms, it's very tough to sum. So what you want to do, you want to use this formula. Okay? And on the test, I will insist that you guys will use this formula. Now, this formula, okay, is actually going, this is a present value. Now, the book, right, it wants to do futures value. He says, okay, I have C here, and now instead of looking on the present value where I divide by 1 plus y, I will actually multiply by 1 plus y. So you're getting c times 1 plus y, n minus 1. This is the first year. Second year, you're getting c times 1 plus y, n minus 2. And the last year, you're not getting anything, okay? So then, how your formula is going to look like? It's c times 1 plus y to the power of n minus 1 plus c times 1 plus y to the power of n minus 2 plus blah, 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 plus c. Okay, so in this case, Q is actually 1 plus y. Okay, the first payment, A1, is actually now, you want to be a little bit tricky. Because, you know, instead of looking like this, you can actually look like this, you see. You can start with C, and this actually simplifies things. So you have, instead of rewriting this sum like this, you can say C times C plus C times 1 plus y plus blah, 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 blah. Okay, what you are getting at the end, you can actually get that A1 equals C. Okay? So then let's use this formula again. So it's going to be C divided by C times 1 plus Y. Sorry. Now I got confused. So it's going to be C. Okay? And now you have here 1 plus y to the power of n minus 1. Okay? And you divide by, now you divide by 1 minus 1 plus y. So it's going to be basically c divided by y times y plus y to the power of n minus 1. Okay? So it's almost the same formula like you had before, but instead of having 1 divided by 1 plus y, you have actually 1 plus y. Okay? So that's all there is to it. I mean, I would say that it's pretty straightforward, unless you think otherwise. Okay? And enjoy the show. And once again, for mortgages, you're using this formula, but now you have a reverse problem where for the mortgages, you have the principal value, you want to find C, so then the formula for C is PY divided by 1 plus y to the power of n. Okay? That's all there is to it. One formula rules them all 3 formulas to remember for the test. All right? Have a great time. See you on the class.